it is I, and I'm gonna stream about streaming. I just saw that, saw some advice and some documentaries on Chinese streamers. So I was like, let's make that a game and see what the training data has on this bit of the world. Play. Why is it not playing? Oh, there we go. So I made some animations of streamers. There's a little Hokusai, a little Ngai. Ngai. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Button. Who's got the button? And maybe streamer. Hey, here we go.
Welcome to the world of Chinese live streaming. A most lucrative business if you have the chops, the beauty, the talent, the conversation skills, and as the Chinese call it, chutzpah. Will you be able to cultivate a loyal fan base? Will you be able to meet your fans' wild parasocial demands? Will we get some sleep and quality time with your sentient body pillow? Will that one very rich patron give you the big donation that will totally change your life? Your manager thinks so. If you've got what it takes. What does it take? You ask your manager. Manager. About 3 more inches. You. What? Manager. People seem to think streamers are tall. We've got some shoe padding for that. I'll give it to you tomorrow. Okay. You ready for your pre-premiere tutorial? You panned. How? Manager. Right, first things first. This is the unbutton. There, your media station is revving up. Now here's the controls. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, wait. This is the smile button, not the forward button, sorry. Keep watching. Oh, look, it's already found that emoji. Or is it? Too late to take it out now. Press pause, play, and yes, there she goes. You should know that a few words we don't pronounce sound sort of like shoe. All right, go ahead and advance through those 2 stages. Where were we? Yes, you'll be launching today, live on Twitch. Here it goes. There you go. Good stream. Thanks. Now we just send your intro video. We've been using these 3 videos for about 6 years and they do pretty well. Here it goes. Your manager leaves you. After 20 years of life on Twitch, you know how important good vlogging is for growing your following? On camera, your body language tells an immediate story. Hey, as you're streaming from home, or do you prefer an intimate space for real intimate encounter with your fans? Do you play some video game with them? Like that Overwatch D that you help to develop, and when it inevitably comes under attack in that sweet match between Seoul and Philadelphia, what were the odds? Does it let them down? How important do you make your jokes about eating fish sticks? Do you think that's funny too? Will they remember you after the feed's over? Today it is so very important. You must now pick a fresh crop of emojis. Pick 15. Wow. You find this emoji oddly stirring. That was super impressive. That last one you selected is sort of wistful. Maybe one day. Well, it has come to pass. For here you are today. Today is a really, really bad day. Today it turns out your best friend hates you. The job market in the city sucks even for non-D and D gamers, and anyway, the one you turned down on day one still said, come join us. They didn't get angry at you. Then after you used to see her maybe 4 times a year in a casual sort of way, they got really intense and made you delete every record of them in your social media. Like, even when she used to walk into an episode of Nico Nico Dove, it made her angry. The new emojis at your disposal. 1. Angry on Audi. A blue dragon whose snout spits flames of orange and yellow, causing huge conflagration. One that includes nearby buildings. 2. Sheep. 3 sheep jumping up and down in happy excitement. 3. Loving Peach. The face of Princess Peach, except slightly deranged due to poison. Bulging tongue. Tongue of cartoonish proportions sticking out of a smiling mouth. 5. Shocked frown. Open mouth in response to an astonishing surprise.
Six.
The message continues.
No. You're gonna do it. Oh, you know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. If you continue to resist.
Now, Anadi must punish them for being so irresistibly beautiful, using his mighty strength.
Yep, there we go. It's happening. You're gonna do it. I paid good money for those emojis.
7. 8.
You're gonna do it. Okay, I'll name one.
Oh man. Choices. All this rage you thought you'd gotten out of your system only for the slightest mention of this new emoji. Six. Disgruntled streamer. 7. Waka Flocka Flame Waka is a manga artist who had the dubious honor of creating some of the ugliest anime designs in existence. Then her books kept getting more popular, so she needed to work overtime and burn her own name to get readers to read about the protagonist in his quest. There are those who consider her legacy worth keeping, because she worked so hard on it, even though most people didn't want it. 8. Peace Pipe. The face of peace and plenty. 9. Someone not caring. Face in which the subject neither cares nor does not care, which can mean anger or calm, a ready pleasure or other emotion. 10. A rejected Kappa, an unloved water monster with no one but himself to blame. 11. Manco Masego, an ebullient clownfish trying to communicate with her coral, which has become stuck inside its partner. 12. Dead bird. 13. Rejected edamame, the taste is not as it seems, or maybe that was how edamame was feeling in your selection. An organic eggplant that looks nothing like anything else except edamame. 14. Small emoji. Tiny and pathetic and scared, but with a very smug expression. 15. Moments. The longer you are presented with a choice between two bad decisions, the worse your anxiety grows, leading to a sense of frustration, remorse, and finally, deep melancholy, or even a total breakdown in one or both cases. Today, the emojis did not come quickly. Here's how the emoji sausage is made. You spend a few days thinking, oh, what's a good emoji? Then, because it is fun and feels like you've already got what it takes to do the stream, you begin putting together a series of vignettes, 1 or 2 minutes in length, and ranging from light-hearted and funny to more dramatic and melancholy and self-reproachful, one that reflects where you are emotionally right now. Well, you say to your stream viewers as you play one such piece of fluffy anime fan art with some artistic touches from the game Dragon Quest Roman 9. Looks like we're about done here today. You point to the wall clock. It reads 10:05, 50 in a cheery sans serif font that says it all. Optional emoji. Extraordinary rendition. McIntyre is in his study with his second wife. They have a 5-year-old son he loves dearly. After graduating with a law degree, he left law to pursue acting full-time. It hasn't panned out for him yet, so he's getting by with extra income doing temp work with some friends from law school, and it's hard for him. They don't see the boy as often as they would like, but McIntyre doesn't like bringing up the child support payments. That only encourages them. On this day, the doorbell rings. No one is in sight. Who could this be? An electric jolt shoots down his spine. Fuck. He chases around in his underwear as he thinks to himself. Oh, please. I have nothing worth stealing. Check the analytics on the past week of programming. What has resonated? The kid. That's who. I could sell him back. Oh, I hope that's it. If it is. Oh, yes, there we go. Oh, wow. I almost had my wallet, but he was hot. But this, I would die. My favorite anime. What? Why would you? And are you sure you have no clue who this person is, even a little? This is not making sense. You swipe over the interface and delete the last 5 seconds of streaming with one fluid gesture and open up the episode on your TV. Here's your streaming episode in the next 5 seconds. That episode is not enough. What the fuck was it doing before it went live? Ask Kid if he would like to be a star. Ask the dad if he thinks you should turn it down. You always let your fan base voice their feelings, unless you hate them. Ask for constructive criticism. Make sure to watch the raw, unedited video before the episode goes live. Do more of the thing your fans really love. Then find one more scene to go along with it. Don't use all 15 new emojis this time, but you decide that for the moment it doesn't really matter. You need to talk to your daughter more often. You shout over the rain outside. The baby is so happy to see you. It must have been hard on them, but that's okay, you tell yourself. That's the real challenge. In a normal job, you wouldn't even get the chance. There are things even you couldn't do before. They've saved up for years now, and then this. What was that? They looked just like your fabled fan base. Geese. No. I've got to keep up. We might need his help someday. I must let them know there's a reward at the end of the game. But you don't mention any details yet. It's important not to be too forward or anything. A couple weeks ago, you watched a friend's channel stream. You'd always looked up to that streamer, even after all those streams she never actually finished and her stutter started to make your stomach twist. Strike through. They called it on the live stream, where it could be the fault of a robot or competition algorithm, but you decide to dust off some of the award-winning emojis of yesteryear, namely 2027. Those were times. 1. Beat boop. 2. Serenity. An old woman who has discovered eternal contentment after finally getting her peaceful nature spot. For you, it's all the world you will ever need. 3. Behold the end of time. A mountain of light descending through the atmosphere to take every man to his destiny. 4. Strike through. Textual error. Some rote word processing program is giving it an asterisk like it means to strike through. 5. It was a boo jump. A boo what? A boo ha? I'll let the audience finish. 6. Whipped. Whipped cream on your morning porridge. You won't like it, but you'll eat it. 7. Huh? A sort of medieval fairy tale. Aren't you sure it is the appropriate way to punctuate the sentence you are trying to get across to your audience? Good. Filled away, removing your pants after having gone out to buy something. 9. Ninja yourself a lot. Why is that not an emoji? Seriously. 10. It's too late, but only a little. 11. Sorely defective, like with your mouth. Or that video card. You tell everyone. 12. Cut your hair. Looks terrible. 13. Calcifer. Yes, we thought about this emoji in detail before. Calcifer is not evil, but the current political situation requires us to reevaluate. 14. Thunder God's bowel movement. Of course, it is quite a chore to imagine what the Thunder God shitting would look like. So it makes more sense to pretend a Thunder God farting into your hand is the image you are trying to communicate. 15. Staggering. Now it has reached critical mass that people will try and do everything on the spot. It will not do anyone any good to think about it anymore, so instead people will simply start taking da-da-da. They are staggering around more than ever before. What the hell? You are about to reach for that last emoji, the one that says too late, and pause, stunned at what you are seeing. Why isn't she dying from that? What is a healthy dose of toxic chemicals anyway? As your cursor hovers above that final emoji and the horror sinks in, your audience screams with joy. It seems like the first thing that happens here is they ask their emojis how they feel. 100 years later, when no one needs to struggle for every single letter in words anymore, they just slap a voice recorder app on their phone. Do you think I look bad now? It does look like your face has swollen. That could have happened once from an allergic reaction. That happened to the real world you as well. But this, your hair is all patchy. Your teeth look weird and one of your eyes is popping out of your skull. Hold the live Q&A about the news of the day. Ask a few friends what the cause and effect is in all this. Did you even do this? That was so gross. So how many are still infected? I haven't seen any updates about that. Has the CDC arrived yet? There are 1,000 different questions. I know they'll start answering soon, but that's so annoying. Just update everyone. There are still people inside the building. Should they open the windows to get fresh air? Yeah, let the world hear us, you coward. I will continue to post everything here. Because you can't keep doing this to the viewers, right? You really fucking care about their safety? Well, then prove it. We all need a shower after watching that, and no one had the nerve to get it all the way up to that eye you are shitting up right. Now, the good people of Earth look over you as a lone doctor tends your infected wound. Their response: a thumbs up with a little frown. Then another voice in the head screams as they realize the potential. The second emoji they ever tried to do but didn't. An attempt to end all the endless chaos. Nihilism. A strange red hat with a toothpick in the corner. Why did no one ever finish it? How is this still happening? They know their thoughts, and therefore the answers they might receive might come into question at some point. So why even try to put the ideas out there? In any other context, this emoji would mean you give up and focus on surviving, but there's just not much left for them to give up on anymore. Pitch to the CDC a virus awareness emoji series. You show them 15 examples of viruses from history. 1. COVID, Natch. 2. Hantavirus. 3. Norwalk. 4. Ebola. 5. SARS 1 and 2. 6. Measles 1, 2, and 3. 7. AIDS. What's that? I forget all about that. So I never used this emoji. Sorry about that. I know, we all thought that was an old and stupid one. Don't judge us. 8. Smallpox. 9. The Pitchfork viral Twitter account. 10. Oh, fuck, you're Lady Druden. It wasn't the name. See you in the comments. Just go now. It was a whole thing. Someone get a camera. Quickly. 11. Ugh. Oh, God. Meningococcal. Yeah, it is fine. Never mind. Let me put this away. 12. Shih Tzu. 13. Excuse you. Those two weren't viruses. And yes, they do sound like that, but they were not. I'll go to my happy place now, please. 14. Did we need it? Maybe we didn't need to add an emoji to point out how insane these people were. You probably would have figured it out. That was probably what tipped me over. No need for the CDC? A comment chain does fine. You probably read the posts when this came out, so why are you still trying to convince people is a mystery I am not qualified to explain? 15. You are canceling my cellular data plan now. Saw him just before the curtain went down for the live Q&A. He's still a thing. Even in 2020, he still shows up every time there's a major viral outbreak. They call them the Grumpy Cat of pandemic memes, and people buy into them like he's still that fat even after a decade. I know him. It was no virus. It was the emoji people needed after the fallout. It was all of the crazy things they did for our entertainment. What did people expect? Don't look back. Don't remember those dark times, because those things would drive any sane man crazy. They want to believe there are real viruses, but at this point there aren't. There is no one person we should fear in a pandemic, and there certainly are no invisible viruses running through the city at night. That's the secret they were keeping all of those years. An unimaginable relief. Not all the grisly shit that the disease vector memos had been throwing out at you as well. Of course, those would just lead you down the wrong path. This, they hope you see, is just like the silly cat, which is quite popular too. We even sell the cat meme around the world. Not all of that. Only the fun stuff you guys would enjoy. There is nothing to be afraid of course. Just some crazed fan who found some random cats online and thought it would make for an amusing reaction. Not at all a potential health and economic issue that will keep you up. The goatsy emoji glowers at you in the darkness. there is something that wants you to admit the truth. All of this is real. Every post you made was just a video where you try to show someone how cool they were in some new meme, but also admit they could fuck off right in their stupid, face smashing through the ice cream like a Twinkie kind of way. All that anger is still real. The old internet is still out there. Some new place you'll never get to visit again, but could feel more and more comfortable exploring because that is how most things tend to work. All it takes is a moment and a finger, and that would be gone. A chance. One time. But you were lucky. You, an astronaut. You check to see where you are in your road to affiliate. You are less than 5% there. A full cycle isn't too much further along than when you first started. If this were any normal road, you'd say, why even bother? Yet here you are, writing out another 100 words trying to summarize the emotional and spiritual turmoil you experienced this weekend. It doesn't do any good anymore to talk about this in words. The feelings are always still there, but you are unable to touch them as well. You're sure if you look hard enough, you are going to be able to find one that seems the same and will click together seamlessly. The world that gave them meaning no longer is. They'll never recover, and instead they are forever separated from one another. A team of developers have put out a patch to try to repair all the things they broke when they left. Yet all the emotions are lost because we cannot cry through our computers. That is how this day goes. Broken up moments of frustration. But what about the first step? That is so very easy to summarize. Just hit publish. Once you let it out, there was always the question, how much? How does this fit? But once you do, the other options were not even options for the rest of your life. So simple it was to release. It felt almost like magic at the end. A flow of unchecked emotion in every direction. You pointed it. All that pain you hadn't let out yet could find so many safe places to go instead. Finally, you are ready to really tell the story. And though you won't, that's all you have now.
Perfect ending for right now. Perfect ending for right now. Perfect ending for right now.